is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. Find me tonight. When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive.
Hello everyone, and welcome back for another stream from the RavenCraft server. Yeah, I've just checked my microphone has actually come on. The little green light's gone funny on us. So I hope you're all doing well today. Today is going to be not a particularly long stream, but we're going to be doing something that I have never actually done in Java Minecraft. And that is to raid a Woodland Mansion, or whatever it is that they changed the name to. I've done it loads of times in what's it called, Bedrock Edition. Yeah, I just changed the battery last week again, so fingers crossed this one's not a dud that I've put in, Chrissy. The problem is if I put my hand up here, I can only barely see the little green light to tell me it's on. If it's running low, it just comes up red, which is like really, really visible, but the green is barely visible behind the microphone here. But anyway, as you see here, we're in my house, and you can also see that the rail cart that I sit in here has moved slightly where it shouldn't have been. It was those like 2 pixels behind a minute ago, but I've been jiggling around waiting for the stream to start. Let's hop out here. Press on that there. So as of today's mission is we're going to raid a Woodland Manor. However, before that, we're going to go and mend our tools, because we need to get all this stuff quickly fixed just in case. I prepared almost everything else that we need. One thing I'll say as well, before I actually got I got a dog. I tamed that the other day, and looking at the weather outside, I think I should bring Royalty's cat in. Does it want to come in? It's sitting under the window. There we go. Poor kitten's getting wet. Right, let's have a little sleep here. It's still raining. There we go. Right, so we're going to head over to the new XP farm that I built over the weekend, and we should be able to mend our tools in moments. Slowly do the wiggly lines through here. So, as you've probably seen the other day as well, we opened up the roof. I finally got up here, and it's actually really, really easy to put the holes in the ceiling. I thought it was going to be a lot more time consuming, but I was able to get them. It took, this one being the first one, it took a few attempts to get it to blast through. But then when I got to the others, I nailed it first time each time. So let's follow the torch path to the XP farm. Now you see here that I've built this here as well. This XP farm, if not managed correctly, could potentially crash the server. So what I've done is, you'll see in the top corner where I've got my coordinates, you'll see that there's also the region, and that is the corresponding file within within the Minecraft like save directory. And as we cross this boundary, we move into a different region file. So we're actually, we're now processing, like our data is now being saved in a different file. And that is simply because if it does crash the server, then I can just simply purge and reset this one file, and it won't affect anything else that we do in the Nether. But I have spent the time last night in building up this. This is a 32 by 32 wall that straddles the 32 chunk, I should say, wall that goes across the entire region file. So everything in this file, if something goes wrong, can be purged and reset. There goes your idea of quick XP. You can well, this farm is open. If anyone on the server can use it, I don't mind. The main reason I built this one, of course, is for the XP, but I'm needing the gold. Can you remember the rail network that I wanted to build on Cosmic? Well, on this server, I'm going to build it, and obviously I'll need absolutely tons of gold because the entire network is going to be composed of powered rails. But here's our little sort of chamber where you stand. I'll sort of like we'll go from the beginning with this farm. So there's a scaffolding here, you know, that you can you come up to. It's just next to the wall. I just float back along here a little bit. So you see there's that one little entrance where we're at. If you've got an elytra, of course, you can just quickly whiz through. Oh, hi, creeper. Ooh. Ooh, that goes bad there. Yeah, as I said, we'll start from the bottom here. When you do come to visit to repair your tools or to get XP or what have you, you know, the facilities under here are open to you. So there are anvils that you can use. There's loads of them scattered around inside of one of these. There's even, you know, some more anvils. That was a damaged one I used when I was enchanting some stuff yesterday. Enchanting table as well. There is some lapis because, you know, you just like break one block of lapis when you're mining and you've got enough to fill an entire inventory. So there's tons of that there, so you can use all that. I've already compressed the gold into the bars. That's what we made on Sunday when I was AFK'd here. And then this afternoon, I didn't have my elytra on and I just walked straight off and straight plummeted to my death and lost 350 levels. But if we come up here, you won't need to get off on this floor because this is just access, you know, for the redstone for the storage system. But what we have here as well, I've got these columns here are for the golden nuggets. We have the rotten flesh. You can take as much rotten flesh as you need because there's absolutely tons of it if you want any of that stuff for trading or anything. But the swords that you get as well, they automatically get smelted into nuggets, so that it you know, that can reclaim the nuggets from those straight away without having them all stack up. And if it runs out of fuel or becomes overwhelmed, any excess items will just get incinerated straight away, just to, you know, reduce lag on the server from having like tons and tons of entities lying around. But anyway, you come up here. Let's just mend our tools. Let's wait for the second round. There's my pick done. My sword and all my armor's now been healed. Yeah, it's really good though. And when we're done, because this never stops as long as these chunks are loaded, so in order to not stress the server, you know, when you guys have finished mending your tools, just turn it off. The babies can still get through, but it's only the odd ones, you know, the little ones when they come through, so it's not a major problem. But I'll just put the bits and bobs that we picked up there in. But yeah, I really like this one. Let's have a little just check. I have got my elytra on this time here. This is at build limit. You see here, when I turn the machine off, it basically just pushes the piston up, which stops them from falling down the hole. There will still be some like def and what have you up here, but it's not anywhere near as the clutter that will occur down the bottom. Which will cause the frame rate. I mean, Sunday rather, when I was testing it, I was compressing the gold, and the frame rate got to like 1 every like 3 or 4 seconds. That I had to navigate my way back from the storage area at the bottom back to back round here to be able to collect the XP, so I just had to like stand in here until the frame rates became normal. Oops, sounds like a few more come down. But what I'll do now is, for heading back, it's just walk off here, hope the elytra engages, and we'll float on back. We'll quickly nip back to base before we go to the Woodland Manor thing, or Forest Manor, or whatever it is that they're calling it, because I want some blocks and a bed. I know we've got the scaffolding, but just in case we need some solid blocks as well. Yeah, this way. So the utility box, yep, there should be a spare bed. And We'll just take a stack of cobble with us, just in case. And we might as well top the food up as well with that one that we're missing. I'm not sure from the last episode what I have updated from here. I do need to get some more production, like better production going for this. I need like a bigger area because I am starting to see I'm starting to run out of steak there. I've only got a couple of stacks left. If I hop over here, I have built one of these 116 style farms that I came up with. These ones, I am in the process of doing a proper tutorial for building these. That's why I built one here, and those two boxes there is all the components needed to build the second one. Because this one here is set up for sugarcane, and the other one's going to be set up for bamboo. I know I've got the 0-tick one here, but I might as well, whilst I'm at it, build a one there that'll just work passively. It still produces absolutely tons. It's not so much good for sugarcane, it doesn't produce that much. But as long as it's working in the background whilst I'm potting around, that's all that I'm interested in for that one. I finally got, you see the towers of anvils are gone. Because I finally upgraded all of the shears, so all of these shears, every single one of them, all has an unbreaking 3 on them now. And over here is the potato patch, because I'm not so much interested right now in harvesting the potatoes, it's the poison potatoes that I'm after. Because if you've got the poison potatoes and you find a wandering idiot, if he has the poison potato trade, you can get 16 slime blocks. So until I build an actual proper slime farm, I'm just relying on the wandering idiot to get slime. Which is actually the only reason that I actually have enough slime to build the second copy of that, because I was short by about 10 or so blocks for it, because it needs 20 in total. But I found a wandering idiot with that trade. Right, let's hop up here, we'll sleep again, head back into the house, and then we'll start making my way up to the Forest Manor, or whatever they're called. Have some breakfast, some steak for breakfast, of course. Whilst we're travelling up there then, what's everyone else been up to today? I've just been pretty much just playing with the chickens most of the days. Gravy was getting loads of cuddles on my knee and I was tickling her under her wings. So let's fly down here. I hope we're going the right direction. We'll know if we'll come across a giant wall. A little bit further. So they are trying to fix the works phone system. Or is it like shorted out some of the power supply boxes or something? And just been playing a bit of Minecraft real tests. In between cuddling the chickens, that's pretty much all I've done, is just play a bit of Minecraft today. I gathered up resources for a build that I'm going to record tomorrow, which is all like ready in shulker boxes back at the base. I hope I've made enough concrete for it. I think some of it I may have like just have the exact number of blocks. Oh, hang on, this is not the right place. I've flown past where I need to be. And it's the spawn area, of course. This is where I'm actually going to be building in tomorrow's episode that I'm recording. Going to build a little sort of like community structure here. Let's head on back through the portal. see, I want to go east. Must be this path. I must have flown straight over the portal. There it is. Let's try this one. Yeah, we're in the right place now. This is the end portal. I came back and I carved out some steps a couple of weeks ago. Can you remember when we did the stream and we were searching absolutely everywhere from like where our portal was? And we were rummaging around in all the corridors and everything. You can see how close the end actually was. So there's the portal where we came through. There it is. We were like, what, 20 blocks away from it, and we were like rummaging around in hallways and up and down for 20 minutes. No, I'm not going through that today though. Might have to do another trip into the end once I get some more rockets, because I need some more shulker boxes. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not going out here yet. Let's go up here. Oh yeah, I've got to put a trapdoor in here as well, didn't I? There we go, so this emerges out onto here. And we want to go, in fact, let's see, where are we at? So there we are, that's where the end is. And this is where the Woodland Mansion is. I will fix this this render issue on the map at some point. There is another one of these that I did mark out. Yeah, here it is. There is another one of these up here. Actually, that's Woodland Manor 3. So, where is Manor 2? Right, that's number 1. That's where Spawn is. Where is number 2 then? So up here we've got Creeper, that's where your original base was. And you moved out over this one. I'm not sure where number 3 is. Oh well, never mind. And we want to go, that's out was north, so we want to go east. Some lovely forest terrain here though. And there we go, there's the Woodland Manor. So 3 floors to explore. Have a little zoom around there. You can see the little folks in the windows there, ready to attack us. Right, let's just land here for a moment. So what I'm going to do now is, because I want to, for the possibility of doing something with it later, I'm going to record this in replay, but in order to not get the replay to completely mess up, I'm going to have to quickly relog. So whilst I relog... Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day. There we go, we're back. So with the replay mod, what would happen is if I had just pressed record there, it would have, when I tried to use the replay, it would have started me off in a completely blank environment, and it would have been at the coordinates of where I spawned in to start the game. So if you just, you know, if when you guys do it, just before you press record, just quickly log out and log back in. So that when you actually launch the replay, it'll actually start me from, well, over there. So let's head in here whilst it's still daylight. And as I said, I've never actually raided one of these in Java Edition. I've done it a few times on Bedrock, because I mean there's a few of them in my world. I've set up like little base camps in them. Right, let's see, let's get my sword out. Knock knock. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a few torches down here. There we go. Hell, there's absolutely loads of them, isn't there? So, Chris, you've never really raided them. You should have come along for this one. What I'm going to do now, though, is when I come into these places, I always set up like a base camp in the entrance area. If I can get rid of these zombies. Get down. We're just going to be bombarded with zombies here. So these... Oh, have you never been in one either, Royalty? You should have come along as well. Oh, what's that there, Chrissy? Oh, I suppose I could actually, when I think about it, I could put my chest plate on, actually thinking about it, because I did bring an end chest with me. We can swap out our armour, put the elytra away. So I brought all the tools as well for dealing with... I don't need the rockets anymore, do I? So that'll save some space in my inventory. Right, so what they do is these are sort of like randomly generated, so there'll be different routes, the rooms and corridors will be in different layouts. So we're going to go floor by floor and clear it out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and stick to the left side, like think of it like doing a maze, and whenever I do a room I'm going to put a torch in the doorway so that I know that I've already cleared it. Apart from the normal rooms that you can see like with the entranceways there will be some rooms that are like walled up. It doesn't always happen in some of them. We'll have to see if we actually get one in here as well. But we'll see what loot we can get as we go around, and there's a various array of enemies for us to fight as well. We're not going to bother saving any of them because if we really want them, we can get them from a what on earth do you call it? A raid. Ooh. I forgot you got those as well, didn't you? Right, so first room. That made us jump there. I've got my headphones on really loud, but thanks for the follow. I forgot about that thing there. It hasn't made any noise for weeks, then all of a sudden it comes on. But, yeah, so there's all there is in this one, just a little bit of wool. There's nothing underneath these or anything. It's just like a solid structure. It would be nice if there was something like hidden underneath. Oh, let's close out here. So that's the first one done, and as I said, I'll put a torch there. Oh, I almost fought him there. So room number 2. And we've got a chest in this one. I'll just dispatch these guys. Light this up a little bit. Right, before we open that chest, let's just see if there's anything above. I'm not sure, Chrissy. Maybe there's a few more dozen stacks of wool. Absolutely tons of wool in the machine. So if you need any wool for your builds, just drop by my base. Oh, typical. There's nothing in that chest. Let's grab these couple of bits of XP. Spiders and all sorts. What sort of house is this? Ooh. Oh well. Here we have a chest above us. I'll take the lead. I suppose we'll take the wheat. I certainly don't need the rotten flesh. I can put that back, and the bones. So there's not much else in this one. I'm not quite sure what this is like, what sort of like decoration you think this is supposed to be. But I know that one of them in my bedrock had about 3 rooms with this structure in, but I'm not entirely certain what it's supposed to be. It's got a banner in the middle of it. Let's see. Silk touch book, that'll be handy. A diamond hoe, you know, that's one of the most useful tools in the game. I might even have to put on breaking and mending on that. Gunpowder, yes, I do need gunpowder. Iron, do I need iron, Chrissy? I'm not entirely certain. I've got plenty of melon seeds back at the base, so we'll leave all those bits and bobs in there. Now these are kind of like little prison things. Always going around, like when you come in, you just keep looking up, because sometimes there's, like we saw in that other room, there's like a chest behind the like behind the door but above. Here's a little prison cell. Oh, actually, hang on. We will stick a couple of those in my offhand, just so that we've got light wherever we go. But yeah, this is a just empty prison cell, that one. Was I always need iron, Chrissy? So here we get another room full of wool. But you know, we don't need wool. Let's put a torch on there. And this is what I was talking about, where you get like a hidden room. Occupied. Right, let's put a few torches in here. I hope the sounds are coming through on your end. Did I turn the desktop noises on? Yeah, because they're just like constant sound of like zombies all around me. We have an efficiency 1 axe. Oi. Gather up these loose entities. We have a pumpkin and melon farm. Doesn't look like there's any chests hidden anywhere. But same again, we don't need those anyway. I don't have like a proper farm running for them, but I do have plenty of them lying around at the base. Torch. And here another room. Not entirely certain what this one's supposed to be. I wonder if I should maybe take the ladders, because I know I don't have any ladders in storage. I suppose it just sticks in it. I've got the bamboo machine. Let's head back here. And what we'll do is, before we go, the copper's in the way for that one. We will just offload everything that we collected from there. And now we'll head on in the other direction. Same again, just sticking to the left. Here's another one of those rooms, same as before. And nothing else. Oh, that's a good point, isn't it? I'll just have to use the sword. Ooh. And here you see a giant sculpture. It's actually quite cool, this. Let's light it up a little bit more. See if there's anything hidden. Shall we see if he has anything in his head? I didn't bring any shears for this, so we'll just have to. Everyone knows that, you know, wool breaks with a torch. Oh, that just through. We've drilled through his head. Oh, what's that? Got lapis for brains. Yeah, it's no wonder they're all nuts with lapis for brains, Zelda. No, for a brief second there I thought that was gold block. I thought I'll have some of that. Right, what else have we got in here? Another one of these rooms. So this one, when this one's been generated, the code to generate it has just given us dozens of the same rooms. And I'm just realising as well, I don't know if you've heard that, but I've left the window open. You can hear the dog. Or next door's dog anyway. So here we have a little sapling room. I think we will swipe these because I don't have any of these saplings for the dark oak back at base.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Well, that's fair enough because no one was talking to you, Google. I think have the scaffold job this one, aren't we? Some of that I much prefer Bedrock's scaffolding. I don't know why they didn't keep it the same between the two games, especially when they're trying to get you know, like parity between both of them. To have missed such an opportunity. What's that there? Yeah, Alexa definitely. Oh, hang on. I gotta be very careful because I have 2 of her in here and 2 of Google. Sorry, 1 of Google in here under my desk because I use it for. I use the Google one for making calls to my clients because it's free phone calls. But I've got the Amazon ones, we'll call them, so that we don't set her off. I have those because I also make skills. I write the skills for the devices. I'm trying my best not to say the word because it'll just set them off behind me. Right, let's regenerate my health a little bit here. There we go. So that's the ground floor done. Next we'll head up onto the first floor. And we will, before we do anything though, we're going to pick up some arrows. And I'm also going to break that bit of carpet. Some of this stuff, I mean, like so the bones and the arrows we don't actually need. Like to get any more of. Alright, so next thing, upstairs. Can you hear them growling? He doesn't seem that bothered, does he? I'm going to go and grab that emerald before it despawns, then we'll double back. There we go. Right, so we'll start from the bottom here. What do we got? Torch in the doorway. A little sort of like meeting room, dinner room maybe. You should watch. Oh, what's it called again? Is it the Theorizer? Or yeah, it is that channel there. Because I love it when he does like the Minecraft every now and again when he comes out with the Minecraft videos and he like pokes into what like the possibilities of the lore. And what have you for some of like these sorts of characters here in the Woodland Manors. Is it Woodland Manor or Woodland Mansion or Forest Mansion? I can never remember the name. But here we've got a like another dinner room like set up maybe for dinner or afternoon tea. That's what these are. The royal tea rooms for royalty. Let's knock him there. is it Mansion. I'm forever getting them mixed up. I've done like an episode of like a pre-recorded episode on my Bedrock series where I go into one of these, and I'm convinced that when I did that I got the name completely wrong. Oops. Just gather up that there. So here there's nothing much in here. This is sort of like interpretations of beds. You know, I just want to say they do get quite a nice view. Actually, I was quite pleased at the. I don't know if you guys have seen the screenshot I've done for this recording for the the YouTube thumbnail, but I really like the thumbnail that I got in the manor with the shaders on, with the light coming through the window. Here we go. This one's exactly the same as the other one, pretty much. I think it's just a mirror of the one at the start of the corridor. Right, let's pop that torch in there. And what we got here? Another bed with like a fireplace. So far, I don't think we haven't had a single chest upstairs here yet, have we? So look down there. Just take them out before they're a problem. Speaking of problems. Anyone else? So same again. Actually, this is the same as that other room, isn't it? Again, the one that had the window here. Not very much diversity been generated with this particular Woodland Manor. Same again. This is my bedroom with the the big fireplace here. No chest above us. I've got loads of inventory space. I was just thinking, do I go back downstairs and drop this stuff off? Where is he? I'll take the gunpowder though, because I've used all of my gunpowder up for rockets. I need to get a mob farm on the go. I spent all that time building that gold farm at the weekend. I should have really built a mob farm to get rockets first. Another like little conferencing room type place. Nothing above. I'm assuming there's nothing in the centre. No, just wood. You can hear all the creatures and what have you. I wonder if that's on the floor above. Same again, another bedroom with the fireplace. No chests, anything above us. Oh, a big banquet room. Nope, get back. Oh, that's right, the phone's got him. Gather up a few of those. Yes, there's a big banquet room. Let's just put a few torches down here to at least slightly limit the mob spawning. And there's one on the door. I hope we actually remember to put the ones on the door down there, but I suppose it makes no odds. Yeah, let's just... Or should we let them spawn the Vexes in just for a laugh? Evening. Oh, I forgot they could do that. He doesn't seem that interested, does he? There they are. I'd love to see if we'll get a Vex head. Ooh, go with health. Oh, run away, that's it, run away. Right, back to range attacks, I think. Come on, I know you want to come out. So you know they're still here, don't you? Did I get one? Oh, got a Vindicator head. I was going to say, I thought there was still one more. Come on. No. Suicide run. Right, let's... so here again, just a bedroom. I don't know if that's a glitch in the spawning there, maybe. There was also, I noticed there was a block missing further down there at the start of the corridor. Let's see. Right, this is the stairs to the upper floor. Ooh. Time for sweeping edge. That must be why this place has felt like there's been nobody in it, because they've all been trapped behind this wall. Still hear tons of zombies. I wonder if there's like a hidden... That's a shovel. There's a hidden room that we've missed. So there's a library in here. The very first one of these that I went into on in Bedrock had I think it was like a boxing ring in the middle of it. Yeah, it's the little mosh pit for them. Yeah. There's plenty of them in here, though, wasn't there, as well? Right, let's have a quick dash around and light this place up. Oh, fall back, fall back. Oh, this is not going well. No, we are dead. However, it's not in that one. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the infinity bow. I just always put them on that end of my thingamajig. I will take the food. And I didn't bring any spare torches. Now we need to figure out where we died very quickly. Oh, you away, royalty. No problem, we'll catch you tomorrow and have a good night. Excuse me. I just pick it up and then die again. It'll reset the clock. I'm running out of spare equipment. Oh, it's on the. Or is it on the first floor? Been there. Evening. Ooh, there it all is. Drop all the junk. So there's still some good stuff there. Still something. Right. Let's fall back. Sort our equipment. Get re-armored up. Let's see. I'll have some of that. Make sure I don't put the Frostwalker ones on. Oh, look at that. I taught him I'm dying. Right, we've got the Infinity Bow, and we'll need the thingies to go with that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dump everything else. I'll sort out the tools properly when I get back to base later on. But as long as I've got the main set, I will need a pick. I don't really... Well, I can get away with that, can't I? Oh, need the food. That should be all I should need, shouldn't it, to continue on? I've got the armour on. I'll repair all this later on. I'll put one of them in there. So we have another chamber to explore that we didn't see. There mustn't be any entrance to it. So what have we got in here? This is like another prison cell. Some... I've just looked at the redstone. That's a bit much, isn't it? There's no hidden packages or anything here. It's like a hidden dungeon within the centre because there was no marked entranceway, was there at all for this one? Yes, that's a room that I've been to previously. Right, now we'll go back up to the second floor and deal with the maniacs up there. Almost night time as well. Before we do anything else. Take that one out. It's on my server. It's actually all running off a Raspberry Pi computer. I keep on jumping there expecting to be able to fly. Was it in here where we went through the wall? Yeah. Because we found this hidden library, didn't we? And that's where we fell through the floor. Put a torch there. Ooh, that's another one of those nutters with the vexers. Right, let's fall back a bit. Just want to see, is there not any... Am I right to think there might have been... Oh, I didn't bring any scaffold with me. We've got the blocks. Because I left the scaffoldings in the boxes there, back at the base, isn't it? There we go. Yeah. I hate these little ones. There we go. Right, let's have something to eat before we get killed again. Oh, a Raspberry Pi computer is just a really small single board computer. You know, the low power. You know, really cheap. I mean, it costs like £50 for one of the units. You can use them in things, things like robotics and stuff like that, or like small applications and what have you. But I optimize mine to be a Minecraft server. It can only handle 6 players at a time. I mean, it probably could do more, but just for like, you know, like well, like for myself, there's only a small group of friends that will play on it anyway, so... Where's that Vex gone? Oh, we've got a Vex head. Yeah, Chrissy. Well, on this server, before we launched it as RavenCraft, it was running Cosmic for 3 months in case anyone wanted to finish. I'll just take this Vex out first before I think about anything else. Yeah, it was running Cosmic for about 3 months, and it ran it far smoother. That's why there's more Vexes. There's a fella back there. It was running far better than what it ever did when it was running on like a, like a professionally big expensive hosting service. But it even ran because we had the Hermitcraft Season 6 world on here for a few weeks, whilst we're all could have a little play around and explore, and it ran all of the huge redstone contraptions without dropping a beat. There we go, another token of him dying. Yes, this is some sort of weird hidden altar room that we're in here now. Oh, hang on, there's another Vex. Eventually the Vex do die on their own, but I'll just help them along a little bit. Oh yeah, you're still here, Creeper. Oh, hang on a second, I'm going to take these guys out. Come on. Run into my sword. There we go. Right, let's recharge. So we've already been in those rooms. So... I think we've now done this floor. I'm going to go and empty my inventory, just in case something happens again. Yeah, I've already been up here. So we'll go back downstairs, and I'll put all this junk into some of those shulkers. I'll sort it all out later on. What was it I forgot to get? Oh, I left behind scaffolding. Excuse me. Right, up to the top floor now. Oh, what are you working on now, Creeper? What's the new build? Let it just lag out for a moment. My monitor underneath is still looking smooth. I haven't got any warning messages. Wasn't anything at your end or anything, or did anyone else get any sort of lag spike there for a moment? I'm just going to light up this little patch in here whilst we're going. It's all fine on you guys then? Oh, it must have just been a momentary glitch on your machine, maybe, Creeper. Ooh. Look, there's another one of these fellas. Technically I should really box them up and save them for later, but... Run away, run away. What arrows did you want to take them? Hopefully the flames and the fawns will take these guys out. Right, let's just regenerate our health once more. And we got another head. Right, so let's get back to exploring. See, here we have a big banquet room, and there's no, like, chests that I can see. Oh, you're going for a modern futuristic sort of style. I'm still wanting to build like almost like cyberpunk style builds. I wouldn't mind doing some of that, but I need to get some more farms set up before I can start worrying about those ones. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's like an upside down face. It almost looks like, doesn't it? So again, this is one of these funny little altars, I suppose, where he'd come and preach his nonsense to the crowds. Right, let's just take out these creepers. Where's my torches? There they are. So same again, this one here is just a little bunk room. I tell you what, because this is like a dead end corridor, we will go back and forth. Oh, hang on. Oh, he's released the demented ferrets again. I'm going to have to take him out. Fall back and eat. Just hold still. Right, bow's ready. Oh, hang on. Just have a look in here. I wonder if there wouldn't be anything like hidden inside of it. Maybe there's a hidden box or a barrel or something. Nah. That one's got cobble for brains. I think this is the end of the corridor then. Oh no, it does travel around a bit more. Let's just get rid of those guys. How many of these guys is there? Fall back. Oh, night time's coming as well. Oh, look at that. There's face of one of them guys there as well. Right, what I'm going to do is... He's in this room, isn't he? Fall back again. I know I've got the totem, but I would like to save it if I can. Come on, you demented pigeon. Oh. So here we have a map room. Just having a scan around. I don't think I can see any more chests or anything up here. We're still got a Vex on us. Doesn't help they can go like up and down through the floorboards. The phones took care of that for us. Right, something to eat. And there's two of them up there. we go, got another one. How could we lose so much health so quickly? So, oh, excuse me. Oh, he's on the outside of the wall, he doesn't count. So here, just another little bedroom at the end, and then that last room looked like it was a large room, didn't it? So another large dining room. And there's still Vexers on the loose. Come on, run into my sword. I think that's it. I think that's every room. Because if we go like through here, it's just out to the outside. Where all the mobs have gathered. Yeah, and nothing else on top. Just get him to blow up. Yep. So we have sort of successfully cleared the Woodland Manor. Alright, let's head back in and we will go downstairs and see what loot that we managed to get. Of course, we've got to find the stairs to go back down now, haven't we? I think we're on the north edge of the building, so we're heading north, so that's a good sign. Try and regenerate our health a little bit more. Can I sleep before he gets here? Or his mates? Right, let's now see. So there's nothing else in there because that's just spare sets of materials. Keep hearing them all around me. So for this one, we've got a Silk Touch book. This is going to be problematic, isn't it? Tell you what, let's. Is this my Silk Touch pick? No, it's not. Figure out which one of these has got my Silk Touch in it. There it is. Oh, and I've still messed up. What we're going to do is we're going to gather up these materials here. I'm going to figure out which one of these has got my light train. Assuming it survived, actually. Alright, do I have a spare one in the blue? Nope. What about the other blue? Nope. What about in the end chest? Yeah, I've got one in my end chest. Right, I'll take the duration freeze. And we'll swap that out. We are going to run away and go back to base. West. Until we see the lake. There we go, the end lake. And there should be, yep, there it is. Slowly down. Here we are. That is the way to the end. As I was saying earlier on, we spent ages rummaging around. That's when we came through in the portal, and we went running down all these corridors and everything. The end portal was like right there. I have to come back. I'm going to come back, I think, maybe it's tomorrow with some steps, just so that it's a little bit easier to go up and down here. And I'll maybe just completely block in these sections. And then we want to head this way back to base. There we go. Here we are, back in the safety of our base. Let's go into our house and go upstairs where it's completely safe from all the enemies, and we will now try and figure out what loot we got. Right, let's put these on the ceiling. So 1, 2, 4, 5. We've got 6 totals of dye in there. We've got a vexed head, 5 emeralds in this one, and the rest is just all junk items pretty much. We've got an enchanting book. Actually, we'll gather up the useful things. We'll grab the saplings because we don't actually have many of those at all. There was this iron pick, but that's pretty much useless to us as well. I grabbed the lead just because I'm short on slime at the minute to make any more. We did not get these because this is all the stuff that we got killed. 2 or 3 times we got killed there. We've got a Vindicator head as well. And what was that in total there? 45 emeralds. Make that 50 emeralds. Got 4 Vindicator heads and 1 Vex head. So we'll add those to the collection. Let's put these bits and bobs here. So we've got the Silk Touch book, which is alright because I don't have any spare at all in the way of Silk Touch books. But what we need to do now is that's an infinity bow, so that doesn't count. Let's just offload all the other items because I'll tidy up all this mess later. They're all fine, they're all fine. So now, I think before we end, which before I end for the day, I'll go back and get some more rockets. We will head back up to the gold farm. We will fix all of this stuff that's gotten broken. For those that joined partway through the stream as well, I'll just do a quick flyby over my base so you can see the things that we've got going on here. Got my server-friendly high-yield wool farm. I did a tutorial for that. I mean, yes, granted, the tutorial was a bit of a disaster because everything that could go wrong during the making of that tutorial did. But it produces absolutely tons. If I come down here, I've got the little sorter going, and if I need like wool in a hurry, I can just grab a shulker box which is full with the appropriate colour. We come through here. This is one of the new farms that I've made for, especially with 1.16 coming out, because as much as I've got the 0-tick farm here for the bamboo, as I was like saying earlier, but obviously when 1.16 comes out, well, even though we're not going to be upgrading this like nowhere near at the beginning, I make these little passive farms, and they're controlled by redstone ore. So rather than having big clunky timing mechanisms and all that, you know, like the EFO clocks and such, for me, I'm quite happy just to rely on redstone ore. It produces a signal that an observer can see every 60 to 70 seconds, and that is enough for me to, just to get a signal into these. It breaks, it breaks the whatever you've got growing in here. It drops down, and I've got like the most ridiculous collection system that I could possibly afford to build. So down here, when it triggers, can I trigger it manually? They get set away. They go away and grab it, come back and unload it, and then they get locked up. So it makes it more server friendly, because it doesn't rely on like the ones that have the constant minecarts running back and forth. Plus as well, you don't have to worry about any of the redstone getting like locked up. Using this method with the redstone ores, because some of the time, if you some of the the redstone occasionally can just completely lock up. We've got just a few basic farms around here. I would have been a lot further on, but because I'm trying to save lots of the recording for actually making like edited episodes, not just the streams, that's why I'm quite behind on some of the builds that I would have liked to have gotten done by now. If we go back to the map, oops, just get rid of that notification. If we go back to the map, I have marked up I'm going to build my witch farm down. You haven't built it yet, but I'm going to build that soon. I've got the startings of an ice farm up here because I needed ice for the skeleton farm, which you can check out. I've got multiple videos on building skeleton farms dotted around my channel. Tomorrow though, I'm going to be building like another community build at spawn. Actually, just here is the spot where I picked for it. But yeah, let's hop back to the game. And I've run out of food, and I put all the food in them chests, haven't I? So we're gonna have to slowly walk over here to the steak dispenser. Slowly crawl. That's of course my first attempt at building a modern house as well. I quite enjoyed that episode. I especially, actually, just on a side note, the music that I chose for it. I really like that song that that I played for it during the time lapse. But let's head over to the gold farm, recharge our items, and then we'll probably call it a day for today. So we'll take the mushroom road this way. And we'll come across a big wall. And for those as well that weren't here at the very beginning when we charged up our tools, this marks a region boundary. Because this farm has the potential of killing the server. No problem there. We'll catch you later on there. You can, of course, as well. I'll just throw it up there on the screen. If you always welcome to join the Discord server, where you'll be able to see my schedule and what have you for all the streams and all the episodes. Oop, hang on, I didn't turn this on, did I? Just turn the farm on. I think I might change this block to glass so you can see them coming down. There you go, we're getting my levels back nice and quickly as well there, aren't we? Yeah, well, at least the infinite stake button is not as bad as what it was for the infinite stake button on Cosmic. Where you just kept jumping up and down on that pressure plate. At least with the stake button on this world, you only get 10 stake, and it immediately teleports you away from the button. See, all of our armour there is mended. Mend the rest of our gear. It's already back to level 22. I think when I started the stream I was on level like 40 or something, wasn't I? As opposed to the 350 that I was on when we started. I started this morning. I forgot I didn't have my elytra on and I just walked straight off there. Only 2 more items left to repair. Here they come. There we go. That's everything fixed. And let's knock the machine off there. Just wait for these stragglers now to fall through. We'll gather up their XP as well. There we go. Right, let's see what we got from that brief session. One nugget in there. 3 bit stacks in there. Nothing in the overspill one. And 27 in the smelted. Let's just bundle all that up into blocks. Put those in there. And put that in there for next time. Oh, I don't know what. Does anyone want steak? I have. Rotten flesh. I have absolutely tons of it in here. I might as well show this off as well whilst we're in here. I haven't done like a thing on this. This is as close as I can get it because the mechanics for these work slightly different between Bedrock and Java. Bedrock is far simpler to build an indicated system on the on a sorting system, because you know that in my sorting system on Bedrock I have the flashing light. Creeper, if you want to head over here, you can take all that rotten flesh out of those chests. You're welcome to it. But normally, you know, you build your item sorters in single blades. But because I'm doing like a much bigger storage, I've got them. This chest here lets it all, you know, break up between the two sides. When this chest here, when both columns, sorry, are completely full, this indicator light will come on. Now in the Bedrock version, what I've got, the system I've got set up there is every time an item comes in, the light flashes to say that there is an item coming into stock. If the light stays on solid, then I know that I've got to, you know, get the shulker box and like empty it out. Now you see here as well, this is how we get rid of the gold swords, so they get converted to nuggets just at the very end there as well while the machine's on. Just make sure there's no XP. Have I turned the machine off? Yeah. So always got to remember for you guys, when you come over here to mend your tools, always make sure before you leave the machines to know, actually as soon as you leave that booth, because if you're down there and the machine is still running, because it will just continuously drop them, tons and tons of them. You end up with like one frame every like 10 seconds. Right, have I got my elytra on? Ooh. I'll just get rid of that sword and the rotten flesh. And yep, we're heading west. Let's just float down. See, we'll just follow the wall there. Glide down to the finish. And we're through. I have still got like half the tutorial done for that. But I've got lined up at the minute. In the next like couple of weeks, you're going to see a tutorial for the cow machine. You're going to see a tutorial for the 116 style farm for the bamboo and sugarcane, the witch farm, a sort of tutorial on the golden XP farm, but I'll refer you to Rayworks' video for and also the fella that he got it from for more detail on that one. When the time comes, I mean, I've modified it slightly because I had to put an on-off switch in it. I do have sort of iron farm tutorials. It's not like in depth, but I mean, I do have streams where I've built the iron farm, because I mean, this produces absolutely tons of iron. And I've already managed to fill shulkers with like solidly with blocks of iron. And let's see, how much have I made in the past few days? Yeah, that's how many iron blocks I've made in a couple of days off this machine, just pottering around doing other odds and ends. So there's plenty of iron if anyone needs it for tools, just, you know, come and grab a stack. Of course, we have our disco machine for doing our AFK fishing. Then if we drop an item in, so you can see the item there. Oh, actually, let's go and turn that off. There we go. As well, to keep server as efficient as possible, every hopper, you probably would have noticed in there, where possible, has a inventory block on top of it. I just mainly use the furnaces, because that saves, because if you don't have that, a hopper is continuously using server resources to see if there's anything on top of it that needs to be picked up. But by putting an inventory block like this on top, it doesn't perform those checks every multiple times a second, so you can massively save on server resources. I mean, it's not always possible to put them in there, but whenever I can, I always make sure I put an inventory block, you know, a furnace, a chest. You can even put whatever those things, composters. Yeah, you can put composters on top, because it's not technically an inventory block as such, but it does produce bone meal that can be drawn out by a hopper. So it just waits for that block basically to send its signal to saying I've got something to drop into it. So it's the same again. It saves on server resources. But I think we'll return back to our home now. You will, grab a seat next to the fire in the minecart, which moved out of position when I started the stream because it was a little bit further back, but it doesn't matter. I hope you all enjoyed that there. Tomorrow is going to be what's it called? The final for Half-Life. Thanks for the bits there, Creeper. I forgot what I was saying now. Tomorrow is the final for the Half-Life series. So we have played through Half-Life, original Half-Life, Opposing Force, Blue Shift, Lost Coast, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and tomorrow we finish Half-Life 2 Episode 2. I don't think it'll take the full hour and a half time. I think we'll probably be able to get that completed in an hour, and then we'll be completely finished with that series and ready to start a new one the following week. But I'm a bit torn, so I'll need you guys to make the decision. For our Wednesday night first-person shooter sort of style games, do we start playing all of the Halo games from start to finish, or Creeper sent me the link the other day. It was on sale, £7. We've got the BioShock trilogy, and we have those 3 games there. That'll be starting off with BioShock in Rapture, under the ocean. So tomorrow we'll have a little bit of a think, and we'll decide which one of those games that we want to play. I mean, we may. I'm quite tempted to maybe do a full day on the original BioShock. So we'll maybe see what happens. We might do a Sunday or something like that, where we'll just play it for 5 or 6 hours or something, and see if we can complete it in one sitting. That could be fun. But we'll have a think about that, and as we're playing tomorrow, we can always discuss that and see what we're going to do. But anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to rate, comment, favourite, and subscribe. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.